beautiful Soulwise community. Welcome back. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who showed up at the Kindred Market yesterday and supported that event here in Bend. It was a beautiful event. Thank you. And also wanted to let you all know that we have 5 spaces left at the Soulwise Gathering in April. And that is for participants who have never attended a gathering before. And if that's interesting to you, feel free to reach out with questions. I'd be happy to talk to you about anything that you want to know. So I'll leave the link for that below. And here we go. We are rounding the corner on the year. The Winter Solstice is happening at the end of this week, which is the longest night of the year. And this is a special point. I think of it kind of like the new moon of the year. It's the darkest point, the part where the cycle has finally ended and the new cycle is beginning. And it's also this time when we're really meant to gather all of our inner resources to ourselves, just like the plants do in the northern hemisphere, where we bring all of that energy inward and we light ourselves from within, because we don't have that light outside of us, right, to warm us. So this is a really, really special, significant, potent time, and it has been for humans forever. And back when we didn't have, the kinds of amenities that we have today, like electricity, this would have been a very dangerous time of the year for survival, for humans to survive through the darkest night of the year was existential. And that's why we see the traditions of bringing trees into our houses and lights and candles on our houses and in our houses to represent that warmth and that sunlight that we need as humans to survive. So this is a time to really gather everything that belongs to us to ourselves and keep ourselves going through this kind of coldest, darkest time of the year. It's also a very reflective internal time when we can really acknowledge like what we have processed, what we're letting go of, what it is that has emptied out. It's like this empty cauldron that is this turning over energetically, and it's also this potential, it holds pure potential. There's nothing in it yet, and we get to decide what goes in there. But for the time being, it's just empty stillness. And that's what we're being called into this week is stillness and emptiness. It'll be really funny if I turn this card over and it's like, hummingbird movement card or something. We'll see. Obviously, I haven't looked at it yet. I never do before I do these readings, but let's see what the energy of the week is from our guides and from the Rainforest Wisdom deck. Oh, the Jaguar. Okay, we got this again. And we just pulled this recently also. And the Jaguar is about boundaries. And we've talked about it in the realm of energy boundaries and even internal boundaries that we're setting with ourselves around what it is that we have energy for, like who it is that we want to spend our time with. What do we have to say no to in order to care enough for ourselves to be able to sustain ourselves energetically through this time of the year. So, all right, let's go in. Let's talk about boundaries with our guides this week and see what we can get. Okay, so they're tying in the theme that came up last week. And if you didn't get a chance to listen to that one, there was this theme about letting something go. And our guides are bringing that up again and saying, if it hasn't happened yet, then we're getting more opportunities here as we get closer to the winter solstice and we reach the winter solstice to identify what it is that we are cutting ties with in some way and letting go of. Mm-hmm. And they're saying that every single person listening to this video can do this exercise and have it be beneficial and meaningful to you. And that everybody can look at something in our lives and identify where it is that it would be helpful for us to let go and make that intention to let go. And they're pointing toward the winter solstice as this powerful threshold energetically for us, and how on one side of the threshold we are letting go, but then on the other side we're opening up, we're drawing in. And this can be two sides of the same coin. It can be the same, whenever we're saying no to something, we're saying yes to something else. And so it can be helpful for each of us this week to identify what that means to us personally, and to set that intention, and to possibly, think about it over the winter solstice, or write it down, or have some kind of ceremony over the solstice to honor it. They're also saying that it will be helpful, or we're being encouraged to take time alone. It doesn't have to be a ton of time, it doesn't have to be all day, but on the winter solstice, which is on the 21st, I believe. When is that? Is that on Saturday, on Sunday? I don't know. I should have looked it up before I started the video, but when that day comes, we're being asked to go inward, take some time alone, take some time in self-reflection, just take some time and allow ourselves to be still, be quiet, be reflective, be in solitude. And to honor how far we've come is what I'm hearing. They're saying that often this time of year, people get really wrapped up in what they want to create, or what it is that they want to change about themselves, or what it is that, what the goals are for the next year and all of that. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But what our guides are saying is that they would recommend that there's an equal amount of honoring where we've been, honoring what we have been through, honoring what we've learned, honoring what we've grown and processed and integrated. And oftentimes it's easy to forget to do this, because as soon as we reach one milestone, we tend to just look forward to the next, and often we don't give ourselves enough credit or celebrate ourselves enough for the things that, not only the things that we do, but the things that we've felt, the things that we have, the experiences that we've processed internally, the things that other people can't see. Maybe we're the only ones who really know how much we've learned, or how much we've grown, or what we've gone through, how strong we've been. So at the solstice, we're being asked to take some time and do that for ourselves. Let me circle back to the boundaries theme and ask if there's anything else there that hasn't been said. They're saying that boundaries are hard for people. This is one of those things that, a lot of people just don't have the programming and training to, at least, a lot of the people here, for it to come easily. And that's not shocking. They're saying that they would like us to celebrate the ones that we have set, for the places that we have established, even if they've been small. They're saying that when we can recognize and acknowledge the boundaries that we have set and the ways that the good things that we have done for ourselves in this way, it empowers us and it encourages us to be able to continue to taking care of ourselves by way of setting boundaries. They're also saying that they're encouraging some time alone at this threshold, because there are some things that need to be processed, emotional things that could still use some processing, and that we might just need a little bit of time to reflect again on this last cycle, because there might be a few points along the way where we had to kind of bulldoze over our own emotions and we didn't give ourselves the chance to really feel things all the way through. So this is a good opportunity for that, a healing window. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful week. Blessed winter solstice to you, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.